The Lord's Prayer is the final word on prayer. I mean, we have 230 different passages on prayer. This is the only one that God said, that's what I want you not to say, but that's what I want you to do. Jesus does not ask us to repeat after me. Rather, he says, follow this guide I'm giving you. That's why this is really the disciples' prayer. You know, the commentators say that. They say it's not the Lord's Prayer, it's the disciples' prayer. It's for us. It's the Lord's guide for how we're to pray. And Jesus explains basically 7 elements. And I'm just going to run you up to where we are. And secondly, thy kingdom come is us renewing submission to God. And boy, we need to renew. We need to remind ourselves that God wants to rule over all areas of our life. And do you see why this prayer is so vital? Can you imagine if all believers first said, You're in control of what's coming in my life. You're so powerful. You're knowing. You can see better than me. And you're orchestrating what is good in your infinite wisdom. And so I want to renew my submission to your plan. Can you imagine what would happen in the lives if more and more people were like that? To realize that a body of saints that grew every day and stopped and entrusted their lives and their thoughts and their choices to the God who is their all-powerful, everywhere present, all-knowing, everything Father, and they say, I trust you, how that would just change everything. That would calm anxious hearts. That would fill souls with peace and joy, watching God at work. And add in that renewal of obedience, saying, I want to respond correctly. I want to come out of my tea bag what glorifies you. So put it in there. Fill me with your Spirit and with your fruit. That's what the fruit of the Spirit is. When we get dunked in the hot water of some situation, love is supposed to come out and joy is supposed to come out. Is that what comes out? That's why we say, Lord, I want you to renew my heart and my submission to you, filling me. Think of that. What a group that would be on duty every day for God. See, that's what the early church did. That's why this prayer was so important. They learned to pause, and in everything they knew about God, they focused on that, and their heart was so filled with awe and wonder at who he was that they just would right on the spot bow and say, and I'm your servant. I'm your bondservant. That's why that's so frequent. That's what Christians call themselves primarily. Servants, bondservants of God.